So I've been requested to recreate this makeup look, which is actually my everyday makeup. Well, if I was to have an everyday makeup look, this one would be it. So I was requested by one of my viewers called JC, and also one of my friends, like in real life, Tiffany. So yeah, so just keep watching and hopefully you guys like this tutorial. So, starting with a primer. I'm just going to use my Nude by Nature primer, because when I'm in a rush, or basically for my everyday makeup, I use just mineral foundation, so just because it's so easy. So always good to prime, especially because mineral products can be quite drying on the skin. I just went to pick up my concealer palette and like drop my whole thumb in it. Don't you hate when you get stuff up your fingernail? It feels so gross. Alright, concealer palette. Those of you that have been watching my channel for a while would know that this is like my favourite concealer palette. As you can see, I don't have much left. I did originally buy this from Priceline, but I've heard it's been discontinued. This is the Red Earth 4-pan corrector concealer thing. But try looking on their website, and yeah, hopefully that might give you some more help. So I use the green one to hide any blemishes, redness, especially around my nose. Then I use either the salmon or the yellow, depending on my mood, to cover my dark circles. On to foundation. Now, this is the Nude Mineral Foundation in medium. But I don't know, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this foundation. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes it works, other times it doesn't, or maybe I'm just a spaz, I don't know. And that light keeps moving on me, it's got a mind of its own. Yeah, so this is what I'll be using. So I basically just use a circular motion and apply it all over my face, making sure to get every area, especially down on your neck and behind your ears. Alright, so because my dark circles are a pain in the bum to get rid of, I always use my Estee Lauder Ideal Light, which is like a highlighting pen, but it is like more of a liquid consistency because I tend to get quite dry skin under my eyes, so this is really hydrating and very light reflecting, which is good for me. Then I just set that with a little bit more of the mineral powder just so it doesn't slide off everywhere. Alright, so I fill in my brows next. So I'm going to do this off camera just because it takes a while. I have done a tutorial for how I fill in my brows, so it'll be in the description box if you want to see how I do that, because my brows are like non-existent. I've got evil eyebrows. Yeah, so just check that out if you want to see how I've done that. So, hey, I have eyebrows! That was kind of scary actually, because I used a mirror and I was,
oh, I need to pluck my eyebrows.
Alright, so moving on to eyeshadows. For my everyday kind of makeup look, or as I said, the look I lean towards when I can't think of anything else to do, I always use my Naked palette. The shades I do use kind of do vary depending on my mood, but yeah, you can always just adapt it to what's best for you guys as well. If you have this palette or if you've got similar colours, just use what you want to use, because I just use what I want to use on the day. So I'm starting by using my Primer Potion. First shadow I always do, no matter kind of what look I'm doing, I always use Virgin first, just because it's such a beautiful pale colour and it kind of gives you a nice glittery canvas to start with. So I apply a wash of this all over my eyelids. The next shade I usually use is Buck or Naked, depending on my mood, but it's going to be Buck today. So I just use a fluffy brush and dust this into my crease. It's going to help give a little bit more depth to your eyes and help with the blending of the colours. Right, so the last shadow that I normally tend to use is Hustle, which kind of has like a pinky purple tone to it, but it's on the darker side, and I just use a little bit of it in my crease just to give my eyes a little bit more depth, a little bit more dimension. I also apply this with my eye open, so that way you can ensure you can see the colour. Once you're done, blend it out with a soft fluffy brush. For my eyeliner, I
vary from using brown or black depending on my mood. The brown one I would normally use is Designer Brands Fine Eyeliner in brownish black. Or I could vary from using my Milani Eye Tech one as well. I'll go for the brown today.
So I basically start in the outer corner and just start drawing a fairly strong cat liner look. I find it easier to work from the outer corner in, just my personal preference, and then I do quite a thin line towards my tear ducts.
So yes, I have just applied my false lashes and done my mascara on the top lashes only. I've also got a tutorial on how I apply my false lashes, so check that out if you want to see how I did that. So next, I always like to do a little bit of contouring, just because like my face shape doesn't have much shape. So it will help increase my cheekbones and just gives me a more defined face. I just put a little bit of like a matte powder or bronzer just along the sides, just down here, so pretty much under my cheekbone, just to give some more depth, and also my temple as well. You can also do like along your jawline, sides of your nose, along the hairline, if you can be bothered. So for my blush, I've been loving oranges and peaches and colours like that lately. So this is another Red Earth one that I got from Priceline like all that time ago. I've had it for ages. I have no idea what colour it is, but it looks like this. Not that that really would help you, but yeah, so I apply that pretty much just above the bronzer. I don't tend to put too much on the apples of my cheeks, just because it can make you look like a clown sometimes, but I just keep it towards the outer portions mainly, and then with whatever's left over on the brush you can just lightly dust around your face. Righty, now onto the lips. This as well, this is a really inconsistent makeup of everyday makeup, I'm sorry, but for my lips, depending on my mood, I'll wear like a bright lipstick or something neutral or just a gloss. Depends on how I'm feeling. I'm actually doing the 30 lipstick challenge at the moment, so I'll link it in the down bar. Make sure you check that out because that's got more of like my brighter lipsticks, which I tend to wear most of the time. But for today, I went out and bought a Revlon lip butter. Now, I know these have been out for quite a while if you live in America or wherever, but literally they've just come out in Australia, and I have no idea how much they are in America, but this was like $22. I don't know, is it just me, but I think that's quite expensive. So I only got one colour, like it was hard to choose because there's quite a few different colours, but the one I got was Strawberry Shortcake, just because it's quite pretty and I don't really have many pale pink shades, so yes. One thing, I have used this before and like it does bleed a fair bit, so I'm going to line my lips, which I normally don't bother doing, but for this I will, and this is Nude by Nature's Click. I have no idea. C-H-I-Q-U-E. Is that Click? I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so ta-da! My everyday makeup. As I said, it's so easy to do, it's very, very quick, and you do get good results with it. It does make your eyes kind of pop and look bigger than what they normally are, but it's still on the natural side and very easy. And yes, so I hope you guys have liked this. I'd love you to rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
No, you want to play with the ball. Come here. Oh, I can't throw it if you don't drop it, Bill.